This is a part of the Forum Union Educational Series. Last week we introduced episode number 1. This week we introduce episode number 224. We work fast for you. In this delightful foray into the world of understanding stupidity, the Forum Union has already made its ruling upon the case Tobermory X versus Tactica. Apparently, this young Russian-speaking man prefers the physical charms of Stratego rather than the intellectual properties suggested by its namesake. Please observe that Tobermory X, more on his name in a moment, has his general and one unidentified sergeant who has managed to remain silent for the entire game. This man, Tobermory X, must be quite a commander to keep a sergeant's mouth shut for so very long. The opponent, calling himself Tactica, perhaps the name Idiotica is more appropriate, has his marshal and 2 majors. As Tobermory X's flag is bombed in, it is a reasonable deduction that it is all but impossible to capture that flag, barring the use of the Peace Revealer 7000 series. Instead of accepting the situation for what it is, Tactica decides that perhaps Tobermory X would like to stroll around that beautiful lake again and again and again. Its bucolic poetry proves to be too irresistible to Tactica. Running after Tobermory X's general, one may actually begin to believe that Tobermory X is wanting his general to catch up to Tactica's marshal from behind and then push the idiot into that bucolic lake. This being his only chance to rid his opponent of that blasphemed marshal, and this maneuver has happened only twice in the history of this game. By the way, Tobermory X is a delicious 10-year scotch produced by the distillery Tobermory, situated on the Hebridean island of Mull, Scotland, in the village of Tobermory. Finally comes a decidedly fascinating moment of cultural disparity in which British Reserve is challenged by Russian aggressivity. Tactica attempts to taunt his victim by chatting to him. Vikrolik, Venk, Niemnogo Golovka, Bolshiernoshki, Krolik, Beshit Krolik, Golova, which roughly translates into, "You are a rabbit, run! Small head, big legs, rabbit, run, rabbit." Needless to say, it is the opinion of the Forum Union that we have just bared witness to perhaps the greatest idiot to play this game against a fine and worthy opponent, Tobermory X. We sincerely regret that Tobermory X has had to endure the indignity of having to face this Tactica, but also having to be been called a rabbit. This concludes this Forum Union. Get that logo off, that's not the correct one. This concludes this edition of the Forum Union Educational Series, episode 224.